Hi guys, Rick Shaw here, and my beautiful little
Hello.
Princess Shaw here. We're just chilling this evening. It's kind of hot today, Saturday, so we went out yesterday, got some food. Stores weren't too crowded. They had a lot of stuff. The only thing we didn't get that was on the list was hamburger. There's little Prince Maddie, and it went well. All the checkpoints were, the first one I went through was completely unmanned. They did stop you as you went into the store, and they're checking your ID and the pass just to shop in the store. If you don't have it, you can't get in. Thanks, buddy. Oh, cool. You got that on me? Thank you. I'm all set now. But watch the coffee, okay? Don't spill the coffee. So I just wanted to say I'm seeing on YouTube where the police in their camo are shooting people. They had the one fella, they said, oh, he reached in his bag. And I did make a remark on Facebook. Yeah, you reach in your bag. You shouldn't be doing that when somebody's got a gun on you. But they didn't tell you for about the 2 minutes that he had his arms out, and at any time they could have went up and got him. So they wanted to do it. That's just the way I see it. Now the other guy was on a motorbike. Yeah, I guess he did pull a gun and he wanted to die. I'm not sure, but this is just getting a little bit insane. But the president said that. They'll say, "Oh, it's taken out of context. He meant this or me." You know what? He got on there and says, "Just shoot him." So the defense for these guys when they get into court, one guy's being charged with homicide. The defense will be, "Hey, the president told me." I'm sure, but our lockdown's been extended. So, we're going up to May 15th, and I'm sure he's going to extend it again and again and again. This is something else, guys. And Duterte, he's no dummy. They keep posting all the time, all the sheepskins he's got on Facebook, and he did this school and that school, and he was this and he was that, and they're trying to prove that he's a smart guy. Okay, I'll buy that. Okay, so he's got to be in on that. Something's got to be up with that. Just like a lot of the other leaders in the world. For something so silly. My opinion is it's a global financial reset. Something that happened, and I'd like you guys to look into it. If you find anything on the news about it, I found a few articles and posted them. But something that got slipped into that $6.2 trillion bill in the United States was the president put in that the Fed was going to be nationalized. Whoa! The news didn't. Hardly any news has put anything out about it. I can't find too much about it. But, little tiny outlets that I'm not sure of. But if this happens, man, this is a major deal. This is like news of the century. Why is this not out? I would think, I'm no economics professor or anything like that, but if he nationalized the Fed, that sheds our debt off of us onto the Fed. I would think. Right now, we were beholden to them, and they were printing our money, and we were paying them interest, a private corporation, Federal Reserve Bank, private, by the Rothschilds. It's private. Okay, well now it being nationalized, they're going to be left holding the bag, I would think. Now Kennedy tried to do it, they killed him. Lincoln, they're dead. Now, hopefully they don't get our president and shoot him. But I'll tell you what, this is really big news, and why isn't it out there? I cannot understand why that is the front page and on every news feed, but they're droning on about this COVID and the numbers and blah, 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 blah. I'm getting sick of it, and they're locking us down, and in this country, you can't even have a damn beer. We're locked up in here, I can't even have a beer if I want one. How, And then I just saw a big thing where the Gin Barra factory, all their warehouse started on fire. All their booze got burned up. Well, if this wouldn't have happened, this lockdown, that wouldn't have happened. I'm sure of it. I think it was just them protecting themselves. I would imagine, this is just me guesstimating, but I would say that, yeah, they did that on purpose. They burned it so they wouldn't lose money on it. I mean, this stuff's sitting there going bad. It's just, they can't sell it, so looks like a good time for an insurance deal. I'm snowballing there, but could be. Think about stuff like this. I do anyway. But that was the first thing that came to mind when I saw that article. But here we are again. We're on another 15-day extension here. They talk about this guy being smart. Okay, I'll buy that. I think maybe there's something more to this than they're telling us. It has to be. The numbers aren't there. I see the CDC and their own paperwork is saying that, yeah, if somebody comes in with a heart attack and then they find COVID, it's marked COVID death. You know, anybody who comes in and they find COVID. Well, these tests are bogus in the first place. I just seen another article where tests are coming in already tainted with this crap. You know, I for one won't take one. I don't want to take any of their tests. I definitely won't take a vaccine. You know, you got a guy, Bill Gates, running around. He's saying, "Hey, you know, let's go ahead and vaccinate." He tells everybody how he wants to reduce the population by 5 to 10%. He wants to kill people, and yet he wants to save you with the vaccine. Come on, you know, people wake up with these guys. You know, you got to wake up, find out the ulterior motives of these people. For me, you know, follow the money. It's always, anytime you got a question about anything, follow the money. Who profits on all this? So, but a lot of this to me is a big pile of hokum. I'm not buying it. But we're locked down. The military, you know, it's isolated. It's a super small amount. Couple few now already, where they're shooting people. And you look at the videos, it should have never happened. Even the guy on the motorcycle, when he was arguing with this policeman, why didn't they take him down? You know, I saw another one where the cop had a gun on a fella and he was standing there, and another cop run up behind him, did a shin sweep, and took him to the ground. They didn't have to shoot him. Okay, that's the way it should be done. That was a very professional guy. In this country, do not, if you're a foreigner and you want to come here, or just even a Filipino, you don't argue with these guys. These guys are serious. You know, they've got, I saw the thing on TV myself, if Marcos get on there, just shoot him. And I don't care, you know, when that's plain. Whether he's talking about this group or that group, most people are just going to go shoot him. So don't mess with these cops. If they tell you do this, do that, you better do it. There's no such thing as a standoff in this country. Standoffs here last about 2 or 3 seconds. That's a very, very long one. It's not like the U.S. where they piddle, fart, and fiddle around with somebody instead of shooting them in the face. You know, they don't play here, so don't get caught up in anything like that. Cops tell you to do something, I would advise you to just do it. That's what I would do. I'm staying in here. I'm staying in this ridiculous lockdown, and just doing my thing. I'm doing it as it's told. I got my pass. I got my ID taped to the back. I go out during my hours. Right now, we're allowed out on Friday, like 3 to 6 or so. It's not really being too tough. Like I say, the checkpoints weren't open. You know, there's nobody really paying attention to them. You just drive through. Maybe it's because they know my car. I don't know. But you just roll right through. But they were very tough at the store. I did see when I first got there, a man and his wife got out. First time I saw 2 people getting out of the car, and when they went to go in the store, he had a pass, and she didn't, so they wouldn't even let her inside of the Walter Mart mini mall. They had her sitting in a chair, and the guard was scolding her. He had kind of a guard suit. I couldn't tell if he was a PNP or guard because he had a big orange thing over him and all this. You know, most all of them got a gun here, so I wasn't sure what he was, but he scolded her. He scolded her and sat her down in a chair, and I went through the store shopping with the guy, but I didn't really hardly have to wait in any kind of a line. Everything on my list was there, like I say, except the hamburger. They were out of that, but all the rest of the meats were there. We got a really fantastic roast, a big chunk of meat. I'm going to stuff it full of garlic and slow roast that one here probably tomorrow. And it's just amazing what we're going through. But these are my few things I think about and talk about. If you got anything to say about it, leave a comment. If you find anything else on this Federal Reserve being nationalized, I'd like to hear from you and hear what you think about it. Because if that's the case, I think it's pretty cool. So this is Rick Shaw out, and you all have a best day as possible.